Колеги, доброго дня.
Dear colleagues, good afternoon. I'm Valentin Pugachev. I'm a manager of the pilot project, the spokesperson of Peaceful Life project, and today we're discussing the topic clearing the roads of snow and work of mobile heating centers in Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast. Currently, there are more than 340 movable heating centers existent in that area, and Donetsk Oblast is leading, where they have 150 such centers, and where they have 150 stable such points and seven movable. In Kiev, where in the coldest time we had more than 100 such centers. Currently, we have just only 25. We have representative of Severodonetsk and representative of the emergency situation server from Mariupol, and also Irina, who is a journalist from Mariupol. I would like to repeat my request. Will you please speak slowly and clearly? Dear participants, the protocol of our service on emergency situations from January 4th, 2016, signed by the head of the Oblast administration, provided for a set of measures to warm people during the cold season, including warming centers. Currently, we have 31 warming center in Luhansk Oblast. Mainly, they are located in the buildings which are municipal property, but in some locations where it is impossible to organize this, we organized 8 mobile heating centers in Lysychansk, Novoaidar, Счастье, Станица Luganska. These are tents which have warming ovens. Also, we have movable such heating centers based on the cars and big trucks, which can very quickly relocate in necessary destinations and warm people. In each such warming and heating centers, people can get medical assistance, can take hot tea with biscuits, and get any information that they need, and even some consultancy services. As of today, more than 2,000 people visited the centers, and the biggest number of visitors when was in the center in Stanitsa Luganska, up to 27,000 of the visitors were, up to 7 those visitors were children, and we feel that there is the need to equip additional warming centers based on tents. Speaking about the clearing of roads, because of the unfavorable weather and continuous snowing, almost every night there is the need to organize works getting out cars and big trucks from snow traps along the road. And due to these activities, more than 500 people were evacuated from the places of these road accidents, and they were taken to hospitals. Now I give the floor to Donetsk Oblast. Irina, we are happy to give you the floor. My best season's greetings to all of you, and now I'm happy to give the floor to Mr. Vladyslav, who will inform you. Just as my colleague Maxim described, in Donetsk Oblast, we have all the same. We have 143 warming centers in Donetsk Oblast, then 7 movable heating centers, and 4 more heating centers working in checkpoints. We had around 4.5 thousand visitors at that centers. Also, we have movable heating centers. There's 4 additional warming centers can act any moment when they are requested to do so. Who is organizing this work? We have we are the State Service on Emergency Situations, and we are subordinated to the Ministry of the Interior of Ukraine. Do you have any coordination with the Ministry of Interior or with the Army of Ukraine? We have, of course, we have full coordination with all those agencies which you mentioned, as well as the border guard of Ukraine. Also, at all checkpoints, we have equipped special small shelters which are equipped in pits in the ground, and in case of any danger, in case of shellings, for example, people can go to these shelters, and in any case they will be warmed up. When those stations or those centers were deployed, the centers at checkpoints were inactivated on November 27th. Last year, the warming center, additional warming centers, a lot of warming centers were organized from December 5th. What about mobile heating centers? Mobile heating centers are made on the base of special military cars which can reach the most hard excessive localities. Did you use them quite often? We have them ready, but as of today we had no much chances to use them. We are Ukrainian Crisis Media Center in Mariupol, and we visited Novopetrovsk point and shooted this heating center and its work. rescue ranger Valentin. There's heating centers had been opened for almost 2 months now. We provide people with hot drinks. These are people who travel in winter, who go to the markets, to other cities. We have we allow them to get a hot drink, to get warmed, and also to charge their mobile phones. Also, we can provide just primary medical assistance, like in case of higher temperature, to give the some elementary tubs, or to change bandages maybe. Sometimes people have problems with cars when heating in the car is not working properly. How long do you expect to have this center? I think till warm season, when the weather would become more favorable. Do you plan to have such heating centers just along the contact line? As far as I know, that as of today we have 3 points, 3 such centers in just in our district, and they are located in the most loaded highways. Thank you, Irina. You asked a lot of questions to Vladyslav, and I ran out of questions, actually. That's why my question is to Maxim. When did your heating point started to function? And the second question to you also is, what is why there is such a big difference between the number of heating centers in Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast, whether it is warmer in Luhansk Oblast? From December 15, we launched the heating center in Stanitsa Luganska Center. The major flow of people passes through this checkpoint. If you look at the number of visitors, we clearly see that out of 27,527 people, 20,000 of them passed through Stanitsa Luganska. That's why the lower number of heating centers in Lugansk Oblast is driven by this fact that the majority of people pass just through one checkpoint, and of course weather in Lugansk Oblast is not warmer than in Donetsk Oblast. And now, dear colleagues, you have an opportunity to ask questions. Serhiy Malarchuk, UCMC. My question is to both speakers. What are additional equipment or facilities which you might use in emergency situations, like maybe helicopters, or they have a machinery, they have a tractable machinery which can reach the most inconvenient areas. And the second question is whether administrations in occupied territories try to take similar measures warming the population. Of course, in case of emergency, we can use aircrafts and helicopters, but we strongly believe that we can prevent these situations. And we have good coordination with army units, with border guards, and in case of necessity, we can use the retractable heavy cars. Unfortunately, we do not have any information about the occupied territories, and we do not know whether they organize the warming centers. What about gray area? We do not have the right to work in gray area because that's dangerous. I confirm the words of my colleague about gray zone. If there is an extreme necessity, then upon coordination of the ATO headquarters, we can take some rescue measures in gray area. Dear colleagues, any further questions or specifications? Daria Chernousova, UCMC, my question is to both speakers. What is the most often need of people in these warming centers? Yeah, they simply wish to get warmed. People come just to get warmed and to get a hot drink like tea. Sometimes aged people and age-disabled people require some elementary medical assistance. Thank you, Rina, Maxim, and Vladyslav. Oh, one more question, Sergei. Whether there were any provocations against this heating and warming centers on behalf of the opponents, on behalf of the LPR and DPR. In Luhansk Oblast, we did not experience such provocations. Thank you so much, dear colleagues. Let's keep in touch. I believe we will continue our communication via Skype, and let this winter be the most possible warm. Dear colleague, thank you for your attention, and next briefing of this project, spokesman of Peaceful Life, will be